All right, people, welcome back. Real Tough Talk. Stephen J, Ghost, back to talk about the next game up we want to speak about. And this is Dem Gettas versus Shockers. You know, you heard me several times talk about Ramsey. I think he's the most talented quarterback in the league. I don't think there's a quarterback that has more talent than him. Does he put it all together on a consistent basis? No. And that's the issue, his decision-making. Shockers have a team that can beat any team in this league. But the question is, can Ramsey sit at the head of the table and lead his troops?
And the main problem that you mentioned with the decision-making is a lot of different reasons why his decision-making, certain points of the game don't make sense. Certain times there's guys open on the field. He doesn't let the play develop. He's already focused on looking downfield. And certain times if it's third down, you want to start chopping up the field to get the first down. He'd rather take the risk at certain points, and it leads to them turning over the ball. Certain things like that, you got to be able to manage the game a lot more, and I think that is one of the failings that Ramsey have in a lot of these games. I think that's what makes him his own worst enemy, and it causes him to do more harm than good.
And Dem Gettas, they've been the best team in the league this year. And I'm not only saying that because they're undefeated. They have arguably the best offense this year. We saw last year, we were kind of leaning towards the Super Friends having the top offense. But this team right here has the best offense in the league. I think the pickups that he made with Arberly, with bringing back Rubio, Moses, those pickups that he made, Los, those are some huge pickups to go back with Dre, who's healthy now, Reggie, Hollywood himself, Cruz. These are a lot of weapons he put together. Another great addition is Juice. So Hollywood put together a team that right now he's putting his hand in, chips on the table. We in Vegas, baby. I'm putting it all on the line. I'm betting everything I got to go after that championship this year.
And obviously they're going to do so. But with the way that they ended the season last year in the playoffs, they were a one half away from going to the championship.
2 minutes down 2 scores.
From going to the Final Four. And
no, I said down 2 scores. I'm sorry. Up 2 scores with 2 minutes left on the clock versus Super Friends.
And they were ready for the Final Four, and then circumstances with Dre getting hurt, things happening, kind of changed the whole momentum.
Don't do that, Ghost. They didn't show up. You can say it. I'll be the bad guy.
Well,
they didn't show up.
Okay, but it's not even that they didn't show up. They were there, but they died at that point in the game. When Dre went down, they pretty much were dead. That's exactly what happened. So it's not that they didn't show up because they were there. They wouldn't be winning if they didn't show up. They died as soon as Dre came out. That's what happened. And Dre showing how important he is to this team, being one of the hearts and souls of this team, one of the leaders of the defense, you know, a big play on offense every now and then. Things like that. And a lot of other players stepping up this year. You have Moses really doing really well on offense. A lot of things that's really been working out for this season from last season. Last season, they went to the Elite 8. This season, they look even better than that. So the sky's the limit for this team if they're able to keep playing the way they're playing right now.
And I say the money man on this team, the guy who brings all together, is Dre. I like Dre. He's one of the top players in TFL. I don't think he gets enough love. But what I like about Dre is his energy, and he's making people better. My uncle always told me, the true definition of a great player is a player who makes other players around him great. You like that?
Okay. It made sense, but that's not something I never heard of. That's like a common sense thing. A great player makes others great.
And be like, who is this uncle?
But hold on. You know, great player makes other players great. That's kind of common sense when you play football. But one question that I have is, who is this uncle that you're talking about? I don't remember. Remember, we have the same uncle. Listen, I don't know this person who gives you all this advice.
Listen, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I get the emails from him, and he gives me a lot of great quotes, and I like to say here. But we're going to jump right into the game. Second down, the Shockers with the ball. Second down, after getting the first down, Ramsey throws to a man in the gap. It's almost picked off by Juice. Third down, Ramsey is blitzed by Hollywood. Just gets the ball off, but the ball is off target, incomplete. Shockers have to punt. Great play by the Gettas, standing strong, and making a big stop, forcing Shockers to punt.
And right here, right and early in this game, Dem Gettas is ready here and play defense. They come together. Ramsey on offense with the Shockers can't get anything done in the first drive. One thing I could say is he tried to drive down the field. He didn't try to go deep or anything like that. But it's early, so you know you're going to see one of those from Ramsey sooner or later. Just not yet, but they turn over the ball here.
Reggie gets the ball for Dem Gettas. He's going to get blitzed and sacked by Ozzy in the end zone for a safety. Great play by Ozzy. And if you look here, this is what I love. Look at the delayed blitz. What team did this to Reggie last year? I mean, what team did this to Reggie a few years ago? And what happened? Reggie does not read the delayed blitz well enough. He's not a runner, and he takes a bad sack. 2-0, shot.
Yeah, but that's not only his responsibility. He has to have guys there to protect him. And I think that they all got caught sleeping with that delayed blitz. Ozzy literally came from right where the giver's at. So in the center, he comes in and blitzes in. They don't expect exactly the angle that he comes in, and when he comes in, by the time they recognize what's happening, it's already too late, and Ozzy gets the safety.
Ramsey with two plays short to get them near the 50-yard line. Third down, Ramsey fakes on 4 rush and runs out of bounds. Fourth down on 4 rush, he throws in the middle, nobody there, incomplete, turnover on downs, and Shockers could not even get a first down. Pitiful.
And this is a problem that you have with this Shockers team. They're not moving the ball properly. They're not making good decisions, as we've been saying. And then now they're not even getting first downs. This is the same thing that happened with them in the last game that they played. They got stuck at near the 50-yard line. They couldn't get first downs. How can you move the ball when you can't even move half the field? How can you score? That's exactly the problem that they've been having. If you can't even get to the 50-yard line, then how is your offense going to be anyway successful?
Reggie on first down throws to Moses cutting in the middle, who runs for a big gain, getting to the 5-yard line. I like this pickup of Moses. He's never going to be the real Moses he was before in his prime. But this guy's still a big target, he's still a decent route runner, and he still can catch a football, and Reggie's comfortable with him. Great play by Moses, getting him to the 5-yard line. Second down, Reggie on 4 rush is sacked by Naheem. Third down, Reggie on 4 rush, throws a pass in the middle, tipped by Naheem, picked off by Welch. Shockers with another great stop right in the red zone. Great stop, getting the ball back for their offense.
And right now it seems like it's a defensive game because none of these guys are on offense is getting anything done. They're getting stopped. They're struggling to move the ball, and these defenses are buckling down and keeping the opposing team from getting anything done. That's just defense all the way into these last 4 drives.
Ramsey's going to throw deep to receiver in the middle. It's going to be overthrown, incomplete. Second down, Ramsey throws deep to Meese, overthrown, incomplete pass. Third down, Ramsey's blitzed by Hollywood. Throws to Meese on the sideline for a nice game. Fourth down, Ramsey on 4 rush. Throws the man in the middle, overthrown, turnover on down. And this team, for the second consecutive drive, can't get a first down. Not a touchdown. I didn't say touchdown. I'm talking about they couldn't even get a first down.
Is it that Dem Gettas' defense is too much for them right now? Or is it that they're just struggling and not able to move the ball? Which do you think it is? Because right now, I think it's a little bit of both. I'm not going to take away any type of effort that Dem Gettas' defense is doing right now. But Ramsey and this Shockers team is not moving the ball at all. They're not getting open. They're not protecting the quarterback by finding gaps. Some of them are going too deep. But this is their scheme. Going deep is their scheme, and it's not working.
They look like they couldn't get a first down if there was a free line and people was giving them out. Bottom line. You got to be able to get first downs. It's hard enough to score. But if you can't get a first down, you might as well kick the game now because you're not going to win if you can't get first downs. Unbelievable. Gettas get the ball back. Reggie throws the juice in the gap for a short game. Third down. Reggie's blitzed by Pig. Reggie throws to Moses in the middle for a decent game. 4th and goal. Reggie throws to Hollywood in front of your end zone. Hollywood leans over to make the catch. Drop, turnover on downs. That is another great stop by Shockers. They stopped them another time. They stopped, right now they have stopped Dem Gettas 3 times and got a safety out of it. One thing Shockers are not known for in this league is defense. They're not a bad defensive team, but they're not really, their name ain't stamped on defense. They make 3 stops against one of the best offenses in the league. You gotta put points in.
But you gotta say it is what it is. Right now, the Dem Gettas offense is struggling. Reggie is struggling. These guys are struggling to move the ball. A couple of times they make it close to the end zone. They can't score in the red zone. these things are something that we haven't really seen from them most of this year, and it's happening in this game against a team, like you said, it's not necessarily known for defense, but regardless of what, they're still not able to move the ball and yet another turnover.
Ramsey going to throw deep to a receiver on the sideline. That one is going to be dropped. Second down, Ramsey throws deep again. This time the net in the middle, picked off by Dre. Dem Gettas get the ball back. I don't know why Ramsey's taking 2 shots downfield, but the second time he paid for it.
And here we go. Because chopping up the field wasn't working, now he tries to go deep 2 times in a row. The second time, the defense wises up and they're able to pick off this ball. Something is not right with what's going on here. They're not able to do anything, either chop up the field or go deep. They have problems and they have to solve it quick. Otherwise, this may end up being a loss for them.
After the stop, Dem Gettas get the ball back. And after one play, second down, Reggie throws to Peter left open on the sideline for the touchdown. Dem Gettas finally take the lead, 6-2.
And I think that interception that the Shockers threw kind of caught them off guard because they weren't able to recover on defense, and they leave Peter wide open on the sideline. By the time the defender was able to come and do something about it, it was already too late. Reggie throws a perfect pass to Peter, and that was an easy touchdown for Dem Gettas.
Third down, Ramsey makes a throw in the middle. This ball is dropped, but Welch bails him out with the catch for a nice game, picking up the first down, stopping the clock. Last play before half at the 15-yard line. Ramsey on 4 rush finds Meese in the front of the end zone with a strike. Touchdown. Amir gets the extra point. 9-6, taking us into the half. If you look here, Rubio and Dre were not communicating, and Ramsey makes him pay for it. One thing we could say Ramsey do have is a gun, and he gets the ball right there. Great throw by Ramsey.
And it was such a quick throw that by the time they were able to react, Meese already has the ball in his hands. You have to have these guys, Dre and Rubio, communicating more because they left the front of the end zone open. All Ramsey had to do was throw a strike before you can react. That is a great way to score right back.
If I'm the Shockers, right now we're at halftime, we're up 9-6. My defense were able to stop Reggie and this Dem Gettas offense 3 times in a row. Reggie scored his 4th attempt. So right now they're 1 for 4. I love them odds, especially if this is one of the best offenses in the league. But Ramsey has to help us out. He can't wait that long in order to get his first score. There's no way a quarterback like Ramsey should have the ball 5 times before he scores first time. No way possible. They can't take 4 chances to score, and Ramsey takes 5. He's too good, too well. We got to turn it around because we're not going to get the same opportunities in the second half because one thing Dem Gettas do is adjust.
And Dem Gettas got to pay attention to that score that Ramsey was able to throw in the Lowe's does last plays in a half. And they got to force him out of that. They can't have him get comfortable throwing short passes, guns in the middle of the field, or anything like that. I want him throwing deep because that's where we can play him. I want him throwing deep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a way to bait him deep, make him throw deep, because that way we can make defensive plays on these passes. Ramsey is known to throw interceptions while he's taking risks. I want him taking risks. I don't want him comfortable driving down the field with the quick dump offs or anything like that. Let him throw deep. We can play on the ball. We could cause him to turn over. That's the way we need to move forward in the second half.
Reggie gets the ball. Reggie and Dem Gettas get the ball in the second half. Reggie rolls right on 4 rush and is sacked by Naheem. After getting sacked on second down, third down, Reggie is sacked again by Naheem. But they're able to get the first down on the play because what happens? Crucial mistake by Shockers. They end up cursing. We seen this hurt them last week when the curse got them and allow who they were playing to get into the red zone. Yeah. That is a crucial play right there. Second down, Reggie throws the Peter wide open on the sideline for a nice gain. If you look here, the corner's going to let him go. Terrible defensive play right there. Third down, Reggie's blitzed by Pig. Throws to Dillon, cutting in the middle to get them to the 1 yard line. 4th and goal, Reggie finds Rubio in the corner for the touchdown. 12-9, they take the lead back.
And here we go with Reggie recovering from that first half of the drive, getting sacked a couple times, but he doesn't lose his cool. After getting the first down, he starts finding openings. Receivers getting through the defense. And Peter's been stepping up in this game. You see him getting passes more. He was able to score in the first half. Now you have him getting passes in the middle of the field, helping him drive down the field, and then Ramsey's able to score after that.
Ramsey's going to get the ball back. He's moving the ball on 3 plays. He gets him a first down. Then Ramsey throws to Chris in the middle. That one is dropped. Second down, Ramsey throws deep to Welch, cutting in the gap. Drop. Incomplete. Third down, Ramsey throws to Welch on the sideline. Welch makes a nice catch here, but the ref said he's out of bounds. And I'm going to tell you, if you look at this play, we're going to slow it down and blow it up on the camera. Welch is going down. He gets the first one down. Remember, the cones are the sideline. Whatever on the cone, on outside, that is out of bounds because the cone indicates where the sideline stopping at. So you have to get everything inside. If you look at his second foot, that is out of bounds. That is a great call. They said if this was playoffs, they would have challenged. I think they would have lost the challenge. What do you think of the play?
I think that, like you said, because his foot passed any part of the cone, it's out of bounds. And if you see here, his second foot definitely does pass the cone, or at least a part of the cone. So yes, he lands out of bounds. That's unfortunate because that could have been a big play for the Shockers, but it's called out of bounds, and I think that was a good call.
Shockers gonna have to punt on that drive. Next drive, 3rd and long. Reggie's blitzed by Ozzie, who gets blocked by Hollywood. Reggie throws deep to a wide open Peter in the middle, who runs all the way in the end zone for the touchdown. 18-9. If you look here, both defenders are watching the quarterback. So if both of y'all watching the quarterback, who's watching the receiver? It's a good question. I guess nobody, because that's why they scored.
Well, we got one person watching the receiver, and that was Reggie, and that's why he was able to throw the touchdown pass. The thing about it is, when you're watching the quarterback here, nobody's following Peter's route, so he's able to slip by the defense as if he's not there. And because of that, Reggie's not going to miss that. That's what he's looking for. He finds it, and he makes an on-target pass for the touchdown.
Next drive, this is a big mistake by Shockers. You know, we're showing the kickoff. Moses is throwing the ball up. One thing Moses does have is an arm. And because of where they position, Moses is able to get it into the end zone, forcing a touchback. Great play by Moses. Now Shockers got to drive all the way down the field. Ramsey's going to throw deep on the sideline. That play is overthrown. Second down, Ramsey gets blitzed by Hollywood and ends up getting sacked by Julian. Last down, Ramsey scrambles on 4 runs. Julius misses the sack. Ramsey throws deep in the middle for a big gain, huge first down. And that's what Ramsey can do. He's under pressure, but he's still able to move the ball. Second down, Ramsey throws a Welch on in short. That one is going to be dropped. Ramsey comes again to Welch again. That one is going to be dropped. Last down, Ramsey throws it up incomplete. End the game, 18-9. Dem Gettas come away with the win.
And I think that the Shockers started their game a little too late. They scored once. They had the safety in the first half, and then after that, nothing. They kind of died in the second half. They weren't able to, get through Dem Gettas' defense, and they made a lot of mistakes going towards the end of the game to keep them from coming back. That touchback, they didn't know how big that was because now you have to drive all the way down the field. That's wasting extra time. So now, but if you get stopped here, you have no chance of getting the ball back. So little things like that, they have to make better decisions and be prepared. They didn't do that in this game, and that's why they end up losing.
Let me give you a few stats. First of all, when I went through the game and I looked at everything, Shockers dropped 6 passes. It's a lot.
Yeah.
6 passes. Ramsey may make mistakes, but he's not dropping the football. 6 drops they had this game. I counted 6 drops. That is huge. Second of all, when I checked something out, first half, Reggie had the ball 4 times, scored once. What percentage is that?
That is 25%.
Second half, Reggie had the ball 2 times and scored 2. How much is that?
That's 100%.
What happened in the second half?
They couldn't stop him.
You can't do this. You're killing yourself. Now, on the other hand, Shockers had the ball 5 times in the first half, and they scored once. How many is that?
That is about 20%.
Then, Shockers had the ball. In the second half, they had the ball twice, and they scored none.
Obviously, that's 0%.
So they got worse
Yeah.
in the second half as they allowed Dem Gettas to get better. Numbers don't lie. This team gave this game away. You hold the best offense in the league to 1 for 4 in the first half. Defense can't shut them out forever. Second half, you go let them go 2 for 2. But you dropped 6 passes in the game. They practically gave the game away. You look at the offense and you look at the quarterback. Can't say the defense, because if a defense can hold one of the top offenses in the game, in this game, to go, one of the top offenses in the game, to go in the game, they went 3. If there was 1 for 4 in the first half, and then there were 2 for 6, there were 2 for 2 in the second half.
So that's 3 for 6.
They were 3 for 6. Mm-hmm. You held the best offense in the game 3 for 6. Yes, they scored 50% of the time, which is not good. But first half is when you shut them down. Mm-hmm. You needed help in the first half, and they couldn't give it to you. 2 out of the 9 points, the defense got. Mm-hmm. So they was able to only score 7 points. Not going to happen. If this team don't turn it around, they're going to lose. This is how you lose games. That's why the numbers are important. People are not going to see that. They're going to just look at it as, oh, Ramsey couldn't put up points. Ramsey had 6 drops. What are you going to do about that?
And like you said, those numbers matter. The thing about it is these are mistakes that this team has been making throughout the season. On games that they could have won, they end up coming up short because either guys, drop passes or Ramsey's not making good decisions. I can't necessarily kill a defense because, again, you can expect them to do but so much, especially on a team like Dem Gettas. But their offense has been lacking throughout the season on certain times when they could do more. And that's the thing. You know that this team, this offense can do much more, but they don't the way that they've been playing these last couple games.
And before we wrap it up, I'm going to tell you one thing. Ramsey's a home run hitting quarterback, right? Mm-hmm. Who's his go-to receiver downfield? He doesn't have one. He doesn't have a consistent guy. We will say Welch, but it's not been consistent. Ferrari, not been consistent. That's why I thought Lou should have went to Shockers instead of IOD. Now, that remains to be seen if he made the good decision if they get to the chip. But that's why Lou is not even going to be on the All-Star team this year. But if he gets the championship, he'd be better. Ramsey, a guy who took his team to the Final Four, don't even look like they're going to get out the first round with this team. But we'll see what happens. We're going to wrap this game up. Dem Gettas come away with another win. Stay undefeated. They beat Shockers 18-9. We're going to be right back. Real Tough Talk. Next game up, Violators versus Never Scared. This is a big one. These teams know each other. These teams actually won a chip together. So that's gonna be great, man. You've seen Ed, on this team, and he's the coach of Never Scared, but he was also the assistant coach when it was MVR because Brian was the head coach. So Orlando was another coach. So you got to say that this team right here, have a you would say history, but the biggest part of this team is not going to be here. You figure the I'm going all around the other area. Never Scared. A lot of their core guys ain't really Never Scared guys. They got a few guys that's Never Scared guys, and Violators won't have their most important piece to their puzzle, which is their quarterback Yomi. He's not throwing today. And
I think that's necessary. It's hard to say that that's what's going to hurt them because I think the Violators are more known for their defense more than their offense.
Right.
But, not having your quarterback with you can throw off your offense's rhythm. So hopefully with Lowe's quarterback in the day.
Right. Former quarterback of 99 problems.
Yes, hopefully with him, taking over the helm, they'll be able to keep it together enough for their defense to hold. They score at least 1 to 2 scores, and they're able to hold that. I think they'll be fine if they're able to do that.
And Fred is one of the top quarterbacks in the league this year. He's putting up points. The problem is his team doesn't really stop anybody, but he's been playing great. Without a real number 1 receiver. You know who's his number 1 receiver? Julio, former Generals receiver.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you because before Julio got here, he was finding Sean all over the field.
Absolutely, but right now within the last
couple games.
Yeah, your thing is you think you like Sean. I think he's starting to like Julio for big plays. I think he's becoming his biggest threat Sean is his most consistent guy he goes to. But as far as attacking downfield, he's been going to a 5'4" Julio.
Listen, we're going to disagree on that because Sean has been killing downfield as well. So, again, my thing is, but that's a good problem to have.
Absolutely.
We could disagree on this, but that shows that they have two guys that's going downfield for Fred. So, yeah. This is something that the Violators is going to have to worry about because they're going to be tested in this game with these guys going downfield.
And we're going to jump in the game right now. After getting the first down, Los on 4 rush runs for a nice game. Then Los with 2 short passes in the middle for a decent game. Violators are not able to get any closer. They end up turning the ball over. Never scared. Gets the ball. Second down, Fred on 4 rushes, forced to run, and is tagged for a short gain. Third down, Fred is blitzed by Buto, who pushes Ouija back. Fred is then sacked by Sean, never scared out the punt. First of all, Buto should be up there for comeback player of the year. The guy is a great pickup for Violators. And the next thing, Ouija is not a blocker. Ouija's back. He's healthy. He got hurt last week, 2 weeks ago, but he's back. But he's not a blocker. This is not what he does. It is disrespectful to put him against Buto, who pushes him back, and Fred is able to get sacked by Sean. Now, you would figure that Sean would take a real hit at Fred because they played together, they want to chip together. Yeah. But he's a little cool, he didn't go real crazy, but never scared, still has to play.
And I'm going to be real short on this one, but Ouija, like you said, Ouija shouldn't block. At the end of that play, you see Ouija limping a little bit. I don't think Ouija's
not 100%. I agree with you.
So that's not something that's not a place that you put him in. And then you know, somebody else needs to be blocking for him. I'm surprised that Eric is not here. He's been doing well at the blocker for Never Scared, but he's not here. So because of that, Violators are able to put Fred under pressure and they turn over the ball.
Los gets the ball back on 4 rush with blocking from Speedy. He's gonna get sacked by Smoke. Third down, Los is blitzed and then gets sacked by Smoke on that same drive. Violators have to punt. This is 2 big sacks. First of all, let's talk about the first one. Speedy has been Violators' best blocker. Yeah. But Smoke is a former giver of the year. He has an all-time season record in sacks in the season. And Speedy cannot keep up with Smoke's speed. And Smoke comes back and gets another sack. You got to put that on Smoke. Great play by him.
That's a good play by Smoke, getting through Speedy. But one person I got to blame for the sacks right here is Los. Los is not in the proper position to give Speedy the leverage to block properly. Because if Los moves out of place in one area, that gives Smoke the ability to get off of Speedy on a certain angle and get the sack anyway. So positioning is everything. The quarterback and the blocker has to be in sync with how they're working together. Otherwise, plays like this is going to keep happening.
Fred with 2 short passes for a decent game to get him to the 10-yard line. He throws a Ouija short in the gap. That's going to be dropped. 4th down front on 4 rush with blocking from Ouija, but Sean still gets through the block and gets a sack on Fred. Turnover on downs. Once again, Ouija is not a blocker. You can't, Never Scared is short. You know, they don't have a stacked team. But you got to find somebody else to block because Ouija is not doing that, and he's one of your best receivers. And by putting him in a spot where he can't help you, you not only lose him as a receiver, you lose the ability for him to block also.
And those are not problems that you want to have against an aggressive defensive team like Violators. They're going to come in regardless of who you got. And these guys are gonna put pressure on you. So my thing is, you got to figure something else because the Ouija situation is not working right now, and then you're hurting him even worse, forcing him to block out there, and it's still not working.
Los is gonna hand the ball off to Mikey with nice blocks, runs for a decent gain. Los on 2nd down, Los throws a wheel, running on the sideline for a decent gain, getting them near the 10-yard line. They end up getting the first. First down, Los throws deep to Mikey. The pass is short, incomplete. Los throws a dev on the sideline. The ball is tipped, picked off by Sean, giving it back to Never Scared. Great defense by Sean. Sean's been balling out, but if you're Los, you got to get that ball in better position for Dev. I think that was a bad throw.
And yes, it was definitely a bad throw because Dev has been one person that's been their go-to guy in the season. So you got to get him the ball where he can reach for it. He wasn't able to. This ball was short, and it fell right into Sean's hands. Sean being aware and gets the interception.
Next drive, Never Scared gets the ball back. Fred throws short to Ed. That one to be dropped, picked off by Gabe, giving the ball back to Violators. That is a huge play. Violators just get stopped. Fred comes back with this Never Scared offense, throws to Ed. Ed is not really known as an offensive player. I've never seen him as an offensive player. And this is why he drops the ball. Gabe is right there with the steal for the pick.
Listen, obviously Ed is their coach. He's there to, fill in because they're short. I don't think that he was prepared for that pass. Gabe, being aware, is able to pick off the ball. So it seems like they're trading interceptions from either mistakes or drops that they're making on both sides. But the Violators get the ball right back.
Second down, near the 10-yard line. Los finds Mikey in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Mikey runs all the way from the sideline. Look right here. Nobody picks him up. The only one that finds him is Los. 6-0. Violators.
But when you have somebody that's, short and elusive like Mikey, he's going to get lost in the defense, and that's exactly what happens. He passes through guys. They don't see him. It's like he's invisible. By the time they notice that he's there, he's already in the back of the end zone. Los finds him for the touchdown.
Last play before half, Fred throws it up, picked off by Ralph, taking us into halftime. 6-0 Violators.
And I think that last drive there from that interception from Gabe gave them good field position, and Mikey stepping up, being a person that gets lost in the defense. I think that that's somebody that they need to connect to more, because I think that they'll be able to get more plays like this. The way he was able to slide into the back of the end zone without being noticed, that's something that you can use more often than not.
If I'm never scared, also, we got to figure a way to stop this pressure. Right now, Fred has thrown 2 interceptions. Right now, he's been sacked a few times. And that's too much pressure and too much weight on our quarterback. We got to find somebody to make some plays. We got to find a way to bail him out so he can make him more comfortable. We're still in this game 6-0. We know Violators are not a team that's going to score a lot. So we know we're still in the game. But we cannot give them opportunity to score again without us scoring, or what's that may be it. On the kickoff, Sean is going to run, slows down near the 50, and Buto makes him pay. He listens to this car crash. Whoa. One thing about Buto, this guy brings the pain. That is a great hit.
And again, you get a lot of guys stop at the 50-yard line thinking that they're going to get a little shove or whatever, and that's it. Buto is not one of those guys.
Nah, not at all.
Full speed, getting him unaware, and with the big hit, Buto showing his presence there, making it known that he is here, he's not playing, and he's bringing the pain, like you just said.
And if he dies, he dies. Let me hear that Drago.
He dies. He dies.
He dies. That's a good hit. Fred starts to drive with a pass in the middle for a decent gain, picking up the first down. Then Fred throws a Julio in the gap for a few yards. Second down, Fred gets blitzed by Dev. Dev pass is then broken up by Sean. Great play by Sean. Sean. Fred, what it's like to have him at giver. Fred has always played with Sean giving him the ball for him, but now he gets to see what it's like going against him, and he see what the shorter quarterbacks go through. Last down near the 10-yard line, Fred on 4 rush finds Julio in front of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, the defense is too far back. Look at them. They're not protecting the front. Julio's a short guy, comes back to the front. Fred finds him 6'6", they tie the game.
And all you need is a few inches away from the defense. Fred throws a laser pass to Julio. They cannot react. Julio's been a person that's been stepping up this season since he came in. In every single game, he's been a factor in this game. They need to pay attention to this because, again, like you said, he's becoming Fred's favorite receiver right there besides Sean, and he catches him in the front of the end zone.
Second down, Los gets blitzed by Fred, who gets by Speedy Brockton. Los throws a Pito in the middle, off target, picked off by Sean, getting it back to Never Scared. And this is on Speedy. We seen Speedy get beat earlier by Smoke, and we seen him now get beat by Fred. Fred, the quarterback. Can't happen. That brings the pressure. Los got to learn just to take a sack. Don't try to make something happen. He does, and it's a disaster all around.
But I'm going to say this again, the same way I said in the first half. Because Los and Speedy is not on the same page with the positioning situation, that is why Fred comes in and he's able to still get through Speedy. Speedy's a big guy.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of guys who can literally power through Speedy. So if they do get through, it's because the quarterback is in a bad position and these guys are able to get to him anyway. Because of that extra pressure that was added by Fred, Los ends up throwing an interception to Sean yet again. That's his second of the day, and Never Scared is back on the field on offense.
Fred gets the ball. Fred with a short pass to Sean to get them to the 7-yard line. Third down, Fred is going to find Sean in the middle for the touchdown. Justin's going to get the extra point. That's going to put them up 13-6. And I guess we were both right, because I talked about Julio being his favorite guy. You talked about Sean. Both guys score 13-6.
But I gotta say this has become Sean's day right now.
Yeah.
Because he has 2 interceptions and a touchdown.
Yep.
To me, he's a candidate for a player of the day for me already.
Right.
Because he's doing it on both sides. He's there being aware, getting them the ball back with 2 interceptions, and now he's putting up points right afterwards with this score here. An impressive guy all around. This is one of his best days this season so far.
Los with 3 passes to Jay on the sideline for a decent game, picking up the first down. Third down, Los throws the no more in the gap for a decent game, get him to the 15-yard line. Last down, Los on 4 rush, throws it up to Ralph at the back of the end zone. Ralph with a nice catch with the defenders there for the touchdown. 13-12, they mixed the extra point, 13-12. But I gotta say, you got moused, dog. Let me say it again. You got moused. And Ralph goes upstairs like he's climbing the ladder and makes a catch over everybody. Great play by Ralph.
And the thing about it is nobody puts a hit on him. Nobody makes contact. He just jumps and gets the ball and just snatches it like it was his all the time. That's not the way you play defense. They see that he's throwing a Ralph. So you put a hit on him, you jump with him. Nothing like that happens, and Ralph gets the eat. Though they don't get the extra point on that play. And that's what's going to leave them in a deficit 13-12.
Chasing one.
And they're chasing one. Right there. We're getting close to the end of the game.
Yeah, that was
so
huge.
extra points matter so much more now than they did early in the game. So this may come back to bite them in the end.
Second down, front on 4 rushes, sacked by Sean. Third down, Fred gets blitzed by Buto. Throws short to Ed for a short game. Rather than go for the first down, Fred decides to punt. He's going to have faith in his defense. What do you think about this? Should they have went for it? First down ends the game.
Yeah. Well, I think that, again, 1-point lead, you're probably about 10 yards away from getting the first down. I don't know if he was not confident in getting the first down, if he didn't want to take the risk and just decided, hey, my defense has been playing well. Let me give them another chance to end the game. To me, I think that's what he's going with, that he's trusting his defense rather than take a chance and a fluke happens and they get the ball back. I'm not mad at this decision, and maybe it'll pay off with him be faithful to his defense.
And before we get to what happened, I'm going to agree with you. Because Fred knows he's playing Los. He's not playing Y.M.M. He knows that the pressure he's putting on Los in his first start this game is ginormous. And he is trying to show that he can help back up Y.M.M. So why wouldn't I want to put pressure? I don't want to give him half the field if we missed the first down. I'm going to make him drive down the field and prove he can score with a team that's not known for scoring. So I love the idea by Fred. Los with a short pass and no more for a few yards. Second down, Los on 4 rush. Runs, smoke falls, trying to get the tag. Los runs for a decent gain. Clock is running. After a short pass for the first down, Los throws around from the middle for a decent gain. Second down, Los throws deep to Buto in the end zone, knocked away by Just. Third down, Los throws no more in the gap, off target, incomplete. Last play of the game, Los throws it up, incomplete pass, never scared, comes away with the win, 13-12.
And like I said, that extra point that they didn't get came back to bite them.
Absolutely.
And that's unfortunate because, again, people don't understand how big extra points matter. And that one extra point is all they needed to at least tie the game. They couldn't do that, and then they get stopped later on. Yes, Sloss is not their starting quarterback, but then again, they're not known to score more than 2 touchdowns anyway. And they scored that this game. So I can't expect any more from the offense than they already gave in this game. But those extra points are what I do ask for more. They need to make those, and because they missed this one, that's why they end up going home with a loss.
13-12, they lost this game. Let's look at Violators scoring. They scored 8-1 game versus Dutchman 1. Scored 8-1 game versus Carver 1. Scored 20 versus Wolverines, won that game. Scored 14 versus the Shockers, won that game. Scored 7 versus the Violators versus Super Friends, lost that game. Scored 12, lost this game. I don't think Los did terrible. He scored 2 touchdowns. If you look, that is the average that this team scored. They only scored more than 2 times once. And that was against the worst defensive league, the Wolverines. Other than that, they scored 12, 7, 14, 7. They scored 12, 7, 14, 8, 8, and 13. So that's what they score. Their defense just couldn't hold on one opportunity, which is they let Never Scared get the extra point.
Yeah.
I don't kill Los. I think you go with Los for all those knows that don't know. Yomi's down. He has surgery. So he's down. He was out there Saturday, barely could play. I mean, barely can talk. You know what I mean? He could be out. Rumors tell me up until the playoffs, up until maybe the first round of the playoffs, he could be out. If not this season. Make sure you show his picture and put underneath out. Mm-hmm. So this is what you got. I think Los do decent. The defense just couldn't stop. Now, this is what the defense have to know. They've been doing it all year. They just didn't get it this game. I'm not going to kill Violators. Fred is a good quarterback. They won. You got to get the extra point after you get that touchdown. It's crucial. And then you got to find a way to slow this offense down because Sean and Julio killed you.
But then again, that's for one of the best defenses in the league, you got to understand that this offense of Never Scared is not something to sleep on. They're one of the best offenses in the league right now. Fred,
it's not to cut you off. They had 2 interceptions and 3 sacks. They played good defense.
Yeah. The thing about it is you're still facing one of the best offenses in the league. And right now, a guy that's looking like a quarterback of the year right now in Fred. So he's playing terrific. These guys are playing for him. So this is an offense that's very hard to stop this season. Not too many teams were able to do that. So with them playing the way they did, it was just an extra point away from losing. The Violators didn't play bad. It just wasn't enough. And Never Scared just scrapes by. But, this was a close game either way. I can't necessarily kill each team. It's just one team was better than the other today.
All right, we're going to wrap this game up. Never Scared coming away with doing over Violators 13-12. We're going to be right back. Real Tough Talk. Next game up. Y.M.M. versus the Rebels. This is a game that we all wanted to see. Manny versus Corey. 2 great quarterbacks. A Coney Island legend, Brooklyn legend. These 2 guys are great quarterbacks. And these 2 teams really need these games because they're all tied. They're tied for first place.
And it's like all these teams right now are building an even bigger rivalry than they already have because they're really battling for the East. Not only bragging rights, but for position going through the playoffs.
Yeah, because everybody wants that bye. Yes. Remember, number 1 seed gets a bye in the first round.
So everybody, like you said, wants that bye, and it seems like everybody is right on top of each other. So these games matter. Each single game matters. The point spread, all of these things matter. So that's why these guys are coming together, and they're gonna face each other with everything they got, as if this was a playoff game.
Yeah. So before we get in the game, I'm going to tell you, Rebels are missing Mo. They're going to be missing Breezy, and they're going to miss Mills. Those are some huge components, not only of their offense, but especially their defense. But the thing about it is, when Rebels played the Browns, and the Browns missing the AFC guys, what did Manny say?
You play what's there.
He doesn't care.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't care. I don't want to hear nothing. They got the guys here. Yeah. They got their defense here. Well, Manny still has himself. He still got Buddha. He still got guys. He got Kells. Mm-hmm. He got guys on the offense machine that can still make plays. So hopefully he feels the same way that he felt about the Browns last week.
And I'm sure that because he felt about the Browns, Y.M.M. feel the same way. We don't care. Listen, they here. We're going to play them.
We're going to jump right into the game. Second down, Corey throws a Brandon on the sideline for a decent gain near the 50-yard line. Corey then throws a Brandon on the sideline for a decent gain, picking up the first down. Corey throws a Dev, cutting the gap for a nice gain. Third down, Corey's blitzed by Ito. Throws deep to Santana, overthrown, incomplete. Y.M.M. has to punt. Great stop by the Rebels defense.
Right after getting the first down, that's when the Rebels defense buckles down. You see Corey trying to take some shots. He thought that somebody was open, but the defense holds solid. They're not able to do anything after that, and they end up stopping him here.
Manny throws short to Buddha, who runs for a decent gain. Second down, Manny throws to Kells in the middle for a nice gain. Manny comes back to Kells, cutting in the gap for a decent gain, picking up the first down. Manny then throws to Buddha on the sideline, who runs for a nice gain. Second down, Manny gets sacked by Stretch. Great play by Stretch. That guy reach is crazy. His name is well warranted. Great sack. Third down, Manny throws deep to Zeke in the middle. Knocked away by Jeremy. Rebels have to punt. Jeremy's still short, and he's still one of the top defenders in the league. He's been moving positions, middle, safety, but he's still a great player. Great knockdown, great stop by this Y.M.M. defense.
And this was kind of a long drive for the Rebels. They were driving all the way down the field in a couple, pass here, pass here, pass here. But then after that, Y.M.M. buckled down when they got to one point of the field. After that sack by Stretch, I think that they really buckled down, and the Rebels couldn't get much more than that.
Second down, Corey on 4 rush, throws a dab, cutting in the middle for a nice game. Last down near the 40, trying to get the first. Corey throws a Rico, who runs in the middle for a decent game, picking up the first down. Corey then with a quick hike throws to Brandon in the sideline for a huge game, getting to the 7-yard line. One thing people need to mention, Corey's intelligence is crazy. He knows how to read a field and knows where to attack. I say he's touched football with Drew Brees. Great play by him. 3rd and goal, Corey throws to Brandon in front of the end zone. That play is dropped. Then on 4th and goal, Corey throws to Brandon in the corner end zone for the touchdown. Steph gets the 2-point conversion, 8-0. If you look here, Machine and Vic both lose them the last minute, and Brandon is able to get the touchdown.
And the funny thing is, he drops the last pass before that. It don't matter to them because Brandon's been killing all the season.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't kill him for one drop, and all of a sudden, right at the next play, Corey finds him yet again. If you look here, Brandon knows exactly where where to go and when to move. He waits until the last second to break from the defense to run to the sideline. That gives him the space for Corey to throw him the touchdown. When these guys connect, they connect, and they've been doing it all season. This is yet another touchdown, another game that Brandon has.
3rd down, Manny throws a Moya in the gap for a decent game, picking up the first down. Then Manny throws a Vic open on the sideline to get him to the 10. 2nd down, Manny's blitzed by Jeremy. Throws a Moya cutting in the front of the end zone. Moya can't hold on to it. Incomplete pass. 4th and goal, Manny on 4 rush. Throws a boot in end zone. Knocked away by Slutty. Takes us into the half. 8-0. Y.M.M. with the lead.
Moya got to hold on to that ball.
Absolutely.
That was a touchdown pass. That was a nice throw by Manny. And for Moya not to be able to hold it, that's unfortunate. The thing about it is, he thought that he caught the ball, but we've already explained this. When you leave the ground, you have to maintain possession as you come down. He doesn't do that, especially when the defender makes contact with him in the air. He didn't have to jump on that play.
Right.
But because of that, that made it more his responsibility to hold on to the ball. He doesn't here, and that leads to an incomplete pass. I think that's what forced the turnover there. They could have been in a better position in the half than they are right now.
I mean, if I'm Y.M.M., we haven't pedaled to the metal. We only scored once, but at the end of the day, we're attacking, which is what we do. We know our quarterback is going to get points. Corey's one of the best, if not the best, in the game right now. So we're okay. We're not worrying about it. We're going to try to put up more points, especially knowing that they don't have their whole team. Manny gets the ball in the second half. On 4 rush, he throws a more in the gap. High, almost picked off by Ice. Y.M.M. gets flagged for cursing. Ice is a lockdown corner. I think he has the capability of locking down any receiver in this league. The guy has speed and he's physical. You got to watch when you throw it. What's going to hurt him is a lot of quarterbacks don't throw it side because his coverage is so good. But he shows his impact here. Great play. Unfortunately, they get a cursing flag, and that's going to give Rebels 15 yards. Second out, Manny throws a boot in the gap for a nice gain. Rebels get the first on the next play. Then Manny throws a Kels on the sideline. Picked off by Slutty. Giving the ball to Y.M.M. Look at this pick by Slutty. That is a great interception by this kid. Like I said, if there was a touch football drive, Rico and Santana and C's would have hit one out of the park because Slutty is one of the best upcoming players in the game.
An impressive way to show that in the way that he picks off this ball. He reads it right away as Manny goes to make this throw here to Kels. He cuts it off like a defender should, and he makes a pick. That is a great way to show the talent that you have.
Look.
And Slutty's been doing it all season, especially on defense. I like this guy as like he's making a name for himself on defense on his first game, his first year playing in the UFL. This is somebody you gotta pay attention.
And if you look here, what I like it is if you look when Manny's looking to the receiver, look how Slutty, look at the vision that he shows. See the little area that he saw where the ball was coming, he knew where to go. That's a great thing. You usually learn that. Slutty was born with it. Corey gets the ball. He's going to throw a screen pass to Brandon, who runs it for a decent game. 3rd down, Corey on 4 rush, throws a Slutty in the gap for a decent game, picking up the first down. Corey then throws to Brandon on the sideline for a short gain. Vic is flagged for a tackling. What do you think of the call?
I think that the flag was merited. It's unfortunate because I don't think it was intentional. But you know, that's a big play that the Rebels did not need to give up on this play in this point right now.
Third down, Corby throws Ruben in the sideline, knocked away by Moya. Y.M.M has to punt. That is a great defensive stand by the Rebels. We know they're not full house, they don't got their full team, but that is a great stop by them. Second down, Manny throws the Kells in the middle for a nice gain. Third down, Manny's blitzed by Jeremy, throws a Moya in the gap. It's tipped behind ice, picked off by Thomas, giving the ball back to Y.M.M. And this is an assist by Ice. Ice holds you. He's one of the best. He's their best man-on-man defender. Not Brown, who was suspended this game. Not Slutty. Not Jeremy. Ice is their best man-on-man defender. And that is a great play when the ball comes away. He gets the tip, and the guy Thomas comes away with a pick. Great play by them on the 2 setup.
And the thing is, whenever you mention Ice in the defensive play, it's him doing something to stop the opposing team. Right here, the last play, he almost had an interception. This play, he's knocking the play down from behind the receiver. The receiver had a catch, but he comes out of nowhere and blocks it from behind, knocks it right into his teammate's hands. That's effective if I've ever seen it, and Ice is doing it right here yet again.
Corey's going to throw to Ruben in the gap for a short gain. Third down, Corey throws Rico in the gap to get him to the 4-yard line. 4th and goal, Corey on 4 rush, rolls right, finds Ruben in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Steph gets the 2-point conversion, 16-0 Y.M.M.
And that big defensive play leads to big offense.
Yep,
here.
absolutely.
They have the momentum from that defensive play, and it leads to the offense being able to drive down the field. They're already in good field position. They take advantage of that and move down the field and end up scoring yet again.
First down, Manny gets blitzed and sacked by Jeremy. Third down, Manny throws a Vic on the sideline, picking up a nice gain. 4th and long, Manny on 4 rush throws the Kells in the gap. Kells managed to tip the ball to himself with defenders there and make a big gain for a first down. I think that should be a top play. That was the last down, and he's able to make a play on the tip to get the first down, keep the drive going.
Well, this is a great play by Kells, keeping focused and staying with the play, staying with the ball. He jumps, tips the ball to himself, knowing that there's defenders there. This was key to keeping the drive going.
Yep.
He drops this, it's game over. So this is a great way to keep the drive going. Great play by Kells.
Second down, Manny with blocking from Machine, throws a Zeke on the sideline. That's when to be dropped. And then Jeremy comes over with the hit. Third down, Manny scrambles with blocking, throws a boot in the gap for a decent gain. 4th and long, Manny with blocking from Machine. But Rico still gets through for the sack. Turnover on downs. The question was Machine out? He complained about the hold. What do you think?
I think that this wasn't a hold. I think that Machine said that he grabbed him by the jersey and pulls him down. I don't see that. It seems like Rico gets in position that as soon as Machine makes a move, gets Machine past him, and then he pushes him out the way.
Yeah.
He doesn't hold him. He just puts himself in better position to move past him. That is a great way to spin past the blocker. And Manny, again, is not in good position to get away, protect himself from the rusher. And Rico is in a position to make the sack and end the game.
Y.M.M is going to get a few plays to kill the clock, ending the game. 16-0, Y.M.M comes away with the win.
What a way for them to, keep the momentum in this game. Their defense locked down.
Yep.
And that is the issue of the day. Y.M.M's defense locked down the Rebels in this game. It didn't matter if they didn't have Breezy. It didn't matter if they didn't have Mills. It didn't matter if they didn't have Mo. The point is they locked down everybody else that was on this team because they still have playmakers on this team. Y.M.M shut
And they still
down.
got their quarterback.
Yes.
Man, he still has to score.
Yes, and they shut him down in this game today.
We're going to go to the interview with Y.M.M real quick, and we'll be right back. What's going on, Stephen J? Here with Y.M.M. Big win over over Rebels, 16-0.
Hey, yo,
Rico.
Rebels is dead, man. Manny 0. Don't tell me.
Rico, what was the thought coming in defensively facing a high-powered offense?
Rico was late.
Well, I was late, shout out to the unit because, these guys are hungry and, lately having our little struggles here and there. But, today we came out, start the week right. They were the first guys on the, menu. So,
Yeah, we hungry.
You know what I'm saying? We was hungry. We ate donuts today.
We know the situation with Tim, but the team seemed like everything is next man up. Brown didn't play this game, next man up. But your man Brandon has been killing this year. Before I speak to him,
No, it's not Brandon, it's Killer B.
tell me, what's the difference between this year than every other year with him?
Well, Brandon already. It's Brandon's team. No, it's his offense. You know, in the past he played on people's team. Now it's his offense, and he's getting soft spots. You know, they're gonna guard who they want to guard, and the kid's smart. He finds a spot, and
that boy hungry.
And he got the strongest hands. You know, he got good hands.
Brandon, you're the top offensive player so far this year. MVP. He's killing the league. What's been your passion, motivation this year?
I don't know. It's my time, I guess.
Can anybody
got a quarterback to show my talents? I'm just out here just giving these people the work.
Can anybody guard you one-on-one?
I don't know.
Except me.
Find a tape back. Find a highlight tape back, then you can answer that question.
Tanner, this year, Eastern Conference is tough. 99 been playing good, they just won. IOD been playing good, they just won. Rebels has been playing well. Browns another elite team. What do y'all got to do to stay on top of y'all conference?
Stay together. Just us. We don't care if you put all them teams together. When you have us together as one, we ain't beat them.
Jeremy, you're the hardest soul of the team. It seems like everybody's trying to take shots, trying to find a way to break y'all up. What is all that about?
The hate is real, bro. The hate is real. That's what it is. Shout out to all y'all teams hating though. Oh, yo. Shout out our loyal players, man. Shout out our players, man. We here.
Yo.
PON.
Stay woke.
Hey, yo.
Ball out.
Hey, yo, PON. Petty old.
Yo, man, it's nothing,
Sonny,
Another
three picks in 2 games. Defensively, you've turned it on to the next level. What is all this about? You don't seem to back down from the attention you're getting now.
Nah, it's nothing. It's just remain humble, stay woke, and keep winning, baby. I'm healthy again. My team got my back, and we hungry again, baby. We come on, baby. Stay woke.
We're going to thank Y.M.M for being here with us. Come away with this win. 16-0 over the Rebels. See you on the side. Thanks.
One thing about this team I could say is when they're confident is when they're dangerous. When they're having fun is when they're dangerous. And they love each other, you know, and they're ready to go on this championship run. They lost a few chips, and now they want to start up 2018 by winning UFL. And this was a great game by them. Rebels lost so many guys, so I'm going to give them a pass for this game. But Manny cannot be shut out. Doesn't matter. Manny should never be shut out. He's too good of a quarterback for that to happen.
The thing about it is, like you said, going on Y.M.M. and their chemistry together, the way they're able to stick together no matter what. Brown was suspending this game, but he would be there
cheering his
team on. And after the whole situation that happened between him and Jeremy, this game is like it never happened.
Yeah.
Like they're right in the same sideline.
And that's what brothers do.
On. You know, brothers fight, but they end up getting past it. They're on a mission together, and it's nothing. So that's, you know, something that you like about this team. Yeah, they can be at each other's throats at times, but the point is when they are here for a common goal, they can be a dangerous thing to face. And right now, the Rebels had to deal with that in this game, and Y.M.M. comes up with the big win.
Well, we're going to end the show right now. We're going to put together some of the top plays of the last 2 weeks. Hopefully, it'll be up next week. We've been a lot of things running around, so we're going to take care of that. But we're going to jump into real quick the players of the week. My player this week would be 99 Problems, safety, and wide receiver Mike. Mike had a pick. He had an interception. He had numerous knockdowns. And this guy is playing on another level. He has to be top up there for most improved player, because this guy did not play like this last year, and this year he is on a mission. He's my player of the week.
And the funny thing is, you said that he is the wide receiver / what?
Safety.
And what did you say that he shouldn't be last year?
Safety.
And that's exactly what he's doing, and he's showing you up. Now you have to give him player of the day. How do you feel about that, knowing that you criticize him, and now he's proving you wrong?
Well, listen, I never said he shouldn't play defense. I say he shouldn't play safety. He has corners now. He didn't have the corners last year.
That's true.
Remember, J-Mo was one of their corners. Dre was one of their corners. They had shorter corners. This year they added Chad. I think that's a huge pickup because Shannon's game is different now. Mike can go make plays, but David's playing a lot better this year. So the defense, they got Heck putting pressure at ball giver. So the pieces they put around him is allow him to play like a free safety plays. I still say I don't think he should have been playing safety last year, but this year with the pieces they added and the way they're playing defense, definitely this guy's playing great.
Okay, and my player today is definitely Never Scared. I mentioned in the game, it would be Sean from Never Scared. I think that this person been playing lights out even before this game, but now he's showing that he's doing it on both sides of the field.
Most improved player.
Like you said, another most improved player. He didn't have a bad season last year with the Wildcats, but this season, he's showing that he is a definite weapon for this Never Scared team. This game, he had 2 interceptions, and he had a touchdown. One of Fred's go-to guys all season, and he's been doing it, and this is one game where we could showcase that.
So we're going to wrap it up. Hopefully, I enjoyed the show. Next week, we'll show the teams that we're in and out with, who we are all in and all out. We're going to have an all-in, all-out segment, and we're going to wrap it up, man. Hopefully, I love the show. All-Stars should be, few selections should be picked next week. We'll start going through the people who we think should be All-Stars or whatever. Video will be out in a few weeks, and we're going to wrap it up. So we're going to wrap up the show. I'm Stephen J., my partner Ghost, and we're going to wrap it up. Real tough talk. We see you guys soon. Remember your girl's birthmark. Remember your wife's birthmark. I told you at the beginning of the show because I'm in trouble because I forgot the hand. We're out of here. Talk to y'all later, man. Much love.